All right, gang, good afternoon. Happy Monday here. Hope you guys enjoying your long weekend and ready to jump in a little short week. No, but let's rock and roll it, right? so, um futures were up about they closed about I think it was like $19 up here this morning before finally closing. Yeah, about 19.50. So futures are looking strong so far. So based off of that, I ran a little bit of a watch list here. I got looks like 5 stocks for you that I'm looking at for this week. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first one here is gonna be Amazon. So Amazon did that nice run up, right? Made all those nice all-time highs. And then we pretty much just pulled back and consolidated. But we're slowly making higher lows here. And we're bouncing off this 34 EMA. If I can zoom in just a little bit more for you. Okay, we're bouncing off that 34 EMA. We're starting to see some energy pick back up in on this. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and play this one long. So on Amazon, I'm looking right about a 26 delta. Now it's a little bit lower in credit, but that's okay. You know, we're only at about 12 IVR and I don't want to do a debit spread for it. But it's also at a 26 delta. And the reason why I went there is the 3100. That's going to be a strong mental resistance. So I like the 3100, 3095 vertical put spread. This is going to be March still, and it's going to give about a 72 pop and a 78 P50. So really good odds here, gang. So I'm going to look for getting about a $1.30 in this, and then let it run up. Maybe we can see it hit 30% very quickly, and we'll take that off and just move on. Okay. Now the next one that I have here, excuse me. Let me pull it up. There we go. All right, next one that I have is going to be Baba. So Baba, it's been pretty much sideways here. Let me maximize it a little bit here. You can see it. We've ran up, we pulled all the way back. We started consolidating after breaking back above the 200-day. Slow uptrend, right? Just now getting a little bit of a green with a squeeze, but it's kind of dying down. So what I want to do with this is do kind of, well, I say long skewed iron condor, but it's actually pretty neutral based on the deltas. It just looks long. So with this one, again, March, right? 20 delta, 19 delta. So it's like a 19.5 delta iron condor. It looks long, right? We're leaning it, giving a little bit more wiggle room to the upside based on expected move. And I'm looking at selling the 245 puts, buy those 240s. And then I want to sell the 300 calls and buy those 305s. The 300 is going to be, again, another mental resistance spot. It's going to give it a little bit of run room since it is kind of moving up. That 10x bar did show some green. So it is showing, a little bit of upward momentum here, okay? And you can see the 78-minute, we're just trucking up, and weekly as well. So I like this one for a little long skewed iron condor. Great odds with a 63 pop, 77 P50. And I would like to get about a $1.50 on that, okay? And the next one here is going to be CGC. Now with CGC, got some good IVR in CGC, so that's good. You can see that we ran up, we pulled back. We're holding the high side of this 34 moving average, and which is actually bouncing right off the 21. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to take this one long. All right. So with CGC 44 IVR, really good IV on this one. So I'm looking just under a 30 delta. I want to sell the 35 puts, buy those 30s. I would like to get a $1.50 for it, and that's going to give us some really good odds. Pretty much right on track of where I look for. 64 pop, 74 P50 game for a $1.50, okay? And then next one here I have is going to be Fedex. Now Fedex, see that run up, strong run up, then we pulled back for a little bit here. Now we're starting to trend back up. We got the go signal here, nice light green, showing some upward push. You can confirm that here with my hourly chart. It's really starting to push up. And I like the weekly on the 10x actually. We got that squeeze going on. We ran down. We're back above the 21. 78-minute is showing some conviction and momentum off the firing on that squeeze. So I like this one long. So on FedEx, okay, March 16th earnings. So we have just under a month, which is fine. It's going to be a 10 wide. And I want to sell the 250 puts, buy those 240s. Going to give great odds, 66, 77. I want to get at least $3, preferably more, up to 310, 315. And I'll ride that up for about 50%. It does have a lot of run room, so that'll be that one. And then lastly here, gang, is gonna be solo. So I like solo long. Solo's been, you know, slow and steady checking up. It kind of consolidated for a little bit. We got a little bit of a couple of squeezes on, but ultimately it is still technically here trending up, but just slow. So I want to do a covered call on solo. Okay, it's got some decent IV, which is fine. I'm bullish on it. So what I'm looking at here is buying those 100 shares of stock, and then I want to go ahead and sell the 11 strike. It's a little aggressive, yes, but I already have a strangle on here. It's been struggling with the 11, you know, really moving up a lot, and it's actually below the 21. Here, let me show you again. It's actually below the 21 moving average, so we're kind of slowing down. That's good for the naked call. Okay, even though this is a bullish play, I don't mind holding on to the shares, but if we can, you know, see this 11 stay out of the money for a while, and then when we hit about 20 days, I'll look to roll it, you know, out into April whenever they bring that monthly up, and probably a little bit further out of the money at that time. Okay, now, and there's nothing wrong with the 15s, but all-time high is 13.6. So really, even the 12.5 would be fine past expected move, but you could see 11 is right at expected move for March. So any one of these is fine, 11 or 12.5s here. Okay, and again, buy 100 shares, sell in the March cycle, the 11 or 12 call. Okay, and then that's it for you guys. That's all I have. Short week, so short little list. Good luck to you guys, and maybe one day I'll see you in chat. Take care and have a great rest of your 3-day weekend.